Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Beatrice. So today we are going to learn on how to make a grand square with three different colors. So we are going to learn on how to join the yarn and mix the yarn and how to make a perfect grand square. Okay, so to start you have to make sure you have your yarn, the three different colors of yarn. So as for me, I'm going to use these three colors. I'm going to use the cream, then the gray, and lastly I will use the blue. So those are the three colors I'm going to mix with my 3.5mm hook, of course with my scissors, because scissors is so important. So without wasting more time, let's get into it. So to start, you have to start with a slip knot. This is how I make my own slip knot. I join the yarn, then chain 2 chains, then pull it from down. So that's how I make my slip knot, like that. Then we'll continue to chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4, then chain 5. So we have our chain 5, and this is how it is looking. Make sure they are all the same size of chains. Okay, so then after you slip stitch in the last chain, that last chain inside your hook and slip stitch like so. Now we have our magic ring, and this is how it's looking. So now to continue, you have to chain 1 and chain 2. So we have our 2 chain. So in that same space, place a double crochet like so. Again, place another double crochet in that same space. Those are 2 double crochets. Then the same space, place another double crochet, and that will be the 3rd double crochet. So you continue and add another double crochet to make it 4 double crochets like so. So now we have 4 double crochets. So now we are going to continue until we get a total of 12 double crochets, and I'll meet you there. So now we are back. I have a total of 11 double crochets, so I'm placing the last one to make it a total of 12. So this is my last double crochet. So altogether I have a total of 12 together. So when you're done, you slip stitch in that chain that you made before, like so. To start 3rd row, we are going to start with the chain 2, then place a double crochet in that same stitch like so, and again in that same space place another double crochet like so. Then chain 2, 1, 2, then again in that same space place another double crochet, then again the 2nd double crochet. So now we have a total of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, then chain 1 and skip 3 double crochets, then 1, 2, 3. So on top of the fourth, we are going to make another double crochet on top of the fourth chain. A double crochet, then in the same space another double crochet, then chain 2, and again in that same stitch another double crochet, again the same space another double crochet. So the total is 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. Don't you chain 1, then again you count 1, 2, 3. On the fourth, on top of the fourth double crochet, we are making another double crochet. In that same space another double crochet, chain 2, in that same space another double crochet, that same space another double crochet. So we are making a shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. And now you're going to continue like that until you get to the end. So you will continue counting 1, 2, 3. On the fourth double crochet is where you're going to put another shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. Then count 1, 2, 3. Then I'll meet you at the end. Then I'll show you what to do. Now we are back, and this is how we are going to do it. But before then, let's first count 1, 2, 3. So now we want to slip stitch. But before you slip stitch, make sure you remember your chain 1. So always remember the chain 1 in between of the shells, then chain 1, then slip stitch. Now here we are changing yarn, because now I'm changing another yarn. So let me show you how we change the yarn. So this is how I change my yarn. I grab the yarn, join them together, then pull it through both loops like so, then chain 1, then pull your yarn from the back to close up the hole and tighten the yarn that you've joined so that you will not lose. Then continue slip stitch in the next stitch, then slip stitch in the next stitch until you get to chain 2 space, then chain 2. Then in that same space put a double crochet, then another double crochet in that same space, then chain 2 and another double crochet in that same space, then another double crochet in that same space. So I've made a shell again, 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. As you're starting, always remember to start with the chain 2. So after you chain 1, then you continue in that same space in between of 2 shells, place a double crochet, then that same space another double crochet, in that same space another double crochet. So we have a total of 3 double crochets in the same space. So we are making another shell, chain 1, yarn over and make another double crochet in that same space. So to make a shell, remember is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. chain 2, then 2 double crochet in that same space, 1, then the second double crochet. Now you can see we have started having that grand look. Okay, we have 2 chains with 3 double crochets in one space. So as we are continuing, chain 1, then in that space place a double crochet, again that same space, another double crochet. Those are 2. Then in that same space again place a double crochet. So we are making 3 double crochets in one space in the between of the shells. Then you chain 1, always remember to chain 1, then place another double crochet in the shell. So we are making a shell. Remember the shell is 2 double crochets, 2 chain, and again 2 double crochets. That's how to make the chain. Have 2, then chain 2. In that same space we are still putting a double crochet, and again the second double crochet. So now you're going to continue with that pattern. In between you chain 1 and place 3 double crochets, then chain 1 and make a shell. Shell I said is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Then in the space you make 3 double crochets in the same stitch. So continue, I'll meet you. Now we are back and now we are at the end. So I'm making with you the last one. In the space we are putting 3 double crochets in that same space. There's a space in between. There's 2 shells, so the space in between of 2 shells is where we are making 3 double crochets in the same space. So we are making that's 1 double crochet in the same space, the second double crochet, in that same space the third double crochet, like so. So now that is how our ground looks like. And now I want to change another yarn. What I need to do is to slip stitch like so, then change my yarn. This is how it looks like. You can see the ground is coming out already. So let's change the yarn to another color. Okay, so I said to change the yarn, I grab the yarn from the back and join it together and pass through both loops like so, then chain 1 and pull the yarn from the back to tighten it and close the space like so. So that's how it looks like. Then to continue, slip stitch in the next stitch, again slip stitch until you get to the chain 2 space, because we want to make a shell. Chain 2, start with your shells now. In that same space make a double crochet, still the next space make another double crochet, then chain 2, in that same space another double crochet, that same space, another double crochet. So we have 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. That is the shell. So to continue, chain 1 in that same in the space in between where you chained the chain 1 before, place 3 double crochets in the same space. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 1 in the next space where you chain 1 before, again place 3 double crochets in the same space. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, then 3 double crochets. So we have 3 double crochets in the same space. We have a shell. We have 3 double crochets in the same space times 2. Then we are making another shell. Chain 1, then make a shell. That is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Always remember to chain 2 in the middle of the shell. And the last chain, the last double crochet, sorry, like so. So we have our shell already. That's our shell. So you continue, chain 1, in the space is 3 double crochets in the same space. 1 double crochet, sorry, that's 1, 2, then 3. So those are 3 double crochets. So our ground is already here. You can see so pretty, it's coming. So you continue, you chain 1, you put 3 double crochet in the same space. That is 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, then that is the last double crochet, which is the third. So we have 3 double crochet in the same space. Then we want to make our shell, but before then remember the chain 1, then make a shell, double crochet, then the next double crochet in the same space, that is 2 double crochets. Then divide those 2 double crochets with 2 chains, chain 2, then another 2 double crochet in the same space. That's how we are making our shells. So now you can see all the sides and the corners of the ground that have come out. So now you have to continue where there's space. You will be putting 3 double crochets. So for example here, you put 3 double crochets, chain 1, there 3 double crochets, chain 1. In the shell, make a shell with 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Then chain 1, in the space make 3 double crochets, then chain 1, in the last space there's space, then 3 double crochets. Then I'll meet you there as we join it together. Okay, continue until we meet there, then we'll join and end the row together. So now I'm back. Let's do the last space together. So chain 1, then place 3 double crochets in the same space. That's one double crochet, 2 double crochet, then 3 double crochets. So we have 3 double crochet, then chain 1 and slip stitch to close up the row. Slip stitch like so. Okay, so now we are not changing any yarn. We are finishing with this very yarn, so I'm not changing any yarn. I'll continue one round. I'll continue one row to show you how it will look. Okay, I said before you start a row you have to slip stitch until you get to the chain 2 space. Slip stitch, again slip stitch until you get to the chain 2 space like this. Now we are in the chain 2 space. We want to make a shell like that. You chain 2, then you place your first double crochet. Remember we are making 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then the second double crochet. Those are 2 double crochets, then chain 2 in the same space, another double crochet, then another double crochet. So now we have a shell. Then that's how we are going to move. You can see now. So now continue with the shell. After shell is 3 double crochet in every space where there is chain 1. Then always remember to chain 1, put 3 double crochets, chain 1, put 3 double crochets. If you reach to the shell, chain 1 and put a shell. A shell is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets until we meet together. So now we are back. We want to do the last together. So I said you chain 1, then you place 3 double crochets in the same space. You have 1, 2, 3. Then we want to close the row. You chain 1 and close up the row with a slip stitch. The slip stitch like this. Okay, then you chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now you're done. So that's how I want mine. So you can continue and get to the size of the ground you want. So me, this is the size I want. So that is the same pattern. You will be placing 3 double crochets in chain 1. Then in the shell you make a shell. Then in the chain 1 you place 3 double crochets in one space, and always remember to chain 1. Then after you cut your yarn and make your work so neat. So before you cut the yarn, make sure you tighten the one. Remember we did not tie them, so it's now time to tie and tighten them so that they will be tight, they will not lose again. So that's how to tie it. Make sure it is tight. Then you tie the second one because we joined like 3 times. You make sure it's tight like so. So then after you cut off the yarn. You need to be very careful as you're cutting. Make sure you don't cut your work. So now this is how it looks like. This is how it's looking. You can't tell where I joined the yarn from It's so neat and so beautiful. Then thanks for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe and like this video. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we drop a video and you'll be the first to watch. Thank you so much, and bye bye.